What's up, Devils? 6 a.m., goddammit. You know what time that is? It's Devils time, motherfucker. And the Devils we're going over on this one is we got 44 fucking Devils to be exact. And that's on the next Hells Headbangers compilation, the Best Macabre album. And I didn't pre-read any of them because, quite frankly, I've already did a few videos for today and I want to fucking get another one done and I'm running short on fucking time. Got to make sure I got enough for the entire goddamn week for you Devils. I go out of my way to make sure fucking recorded, archived, and fucking no bullshit already pre-uploaded everything. So that way you devils don't miss out. Get a 6 a.m. fucking video every day. I love how you guys are loving it. So no further fucking ado. Let's see what we got on this one. Did I say, next Hell's Headbangers compilation video. 44 fucking devil comments. Quite fucking piddly ass shit. But this should be a pretty easy one then. So let's see what the fuck we got. From Crusader to Blasphemy, goddammit. Everything Angel Corpse Slaves. You got that right, brah. The Inexorable is my favorite as well. Agreed. Question, since you are a huge fan of Deicide, got that right too, brah. Do you dig the Vital Remains albums Glenn did? Or anything from Vital you like in particular? Seems that band has got much love these days. I think I answered this question kind of recently, but I'll answer it quickly. I'm almost positive I did. I like my favorite album is Dechristianized. I thought that was great with Glenn. Icons of Evil. I'm pretty sure I still have a double LP of it. I remember that one being kind of boring. Got to go back and listen to it, but I have listened to it several times on my ass. It's definitely not as good as Dechristianized. Forever Underground, I like that album, and I like the Horrors of Hell disc, which the Horrors of Hell was their 2 demos and their 7-inch. Other than that, honestly, man, Let Us Pray, um, Into Cold Darkness or whatever that is, Dawn of the Apocalypse. It's all solid shit, but to me, it's just kind of background and a little bit boring. I thought, what do you mean you're saying boring? Just not much there doing much for me. But it's solid death metal. Somebody's like, hey, this is my favorite band. I want to be like, what the fuck? What a weirdo. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Just didn't do much for me. James Kwan just a comment. Can't wait Can't wait to get the new HH stickers. All artwork's just amazing. New HH stickers, Easy E, just let me know. Coming in Tuesday. So by the time you see this fucking video, they should be going out in packs. It's the Cannibal Corpse eating back to life artwork. That motherfucker's going right on the motherfucking bumper sticker when we get them in. Right in the parking lot, goddammit. It's going right on the car. It's going to make that fucking car look a little more of like an awesome mobile. So by the time you see this guy's videos, all orders, place an order, and you get it for free. And I try to give it in all orders for the most part, but do this. If you place an order and you definitely want one too, just put in the comments. Because I'm the one who pulls every fucking order. I don't pack every order, but I go through all the goddamn slips. Put in the special instructions. Anytime you put anything in special instructions, I always see it. So just so you guys know. So when you guys say, hey, J-dawg and stuff, keep putting that in. That's fucking hilarious. I laugh my ass off. Especially when you guys say shit or ask for a comment or, whatever. Just put whatever the hell you want to say in there. But for this one, especially if you want the sticker, in case I just overlook it or whatever, or I'm getting sidetracked, or there's a pack, I'm like, it's just one CD. The guy bought a heavy metal CD. He might not even like Cannibal Corpse. But even when it comes to Hell stickers, I try to give them to most everybody. But anyways, if you definitely want it, you want to make sure I don't forget it, put in the comments / notes section. Just say, hey, J-dawg, put one of those Cannibal stickers in my pack, in my order. And I will definitely toss it in there, free of charge. And they are going to be fucking sweet. Just wait. From Human Brisket, looking forward to seeing that Eating Back to Life tribute. I'm going to get on Easy E's ass big time, too, to get shirts rolling. They make sure he ain't dragging his feet on this one. I want to see shirts of that. You're going to see that on fucking camera. That's going right on the fucking bod. Don't have a favorite of all the homage art since they are all badass. I kind of agree, dude. I like them all. The Morbid Visions, the Black Sabbath, the Slayers. I mean, they're fucking great. The Blasphemies. Yeah, I was a big fan. I think they're cool. I love them too, man. I really do. What's Hell's Headbangers release sold the fastest? Been buying stuff from Hell since 07. Appreciate that, brah. Fast, I think I kind of answered this one too a little. Maybe I'll give you something. So like fastest in general, let's go with kind of like the first pressing of something that went out very, very quickly. And not, for example, because the reason why I say this is because fastest as far as overall quantity and just most quantity would be Midnight Satanic Royalty and just a lot of the Midnight releases in general. But, I mean, the Satanic Royalty release to reach the highest quantity of overall pressings, that took a few years, though, too. And honestly, I don't remember. I kind of lost count, to be honest. I don't remember what we pressed in LPs and CDs or whatever and cassettes. But that would have been like top seller, you know what I mean? But what I would say is fastest, from my memory, in no particular order, would be these three come to my mind. Profanatica, Profanantis, when we did the CD, I remember the CD. That's so keep in mind that was like Pro Fanatica's debut. It was kind of like Pro Fanatica's back during the first full length, and it was with us. We did 1,000 CDs out the gate, and I know for a fact they all sold in like the first month. And I'm not talking sold like, oh, they're traded out. Right? I'm like, sold. People came to the website and bought them. I was like, holy shit, 1,000 discs in a fucking month. Acid Witch Stoned LP, also insanely fast. I think we sold the first pressing 1,000 LPs in like 2 to 3 weeks. Then we repressed it, and then Midnight Satanic Royalty. I'm drawing a blank how fast the first pressing of Satanic Royalty sold out. I believe the first pressing was a picture disc. There's 100 or 200 of those. A black vinyl, 100 or 200 of those. Maybe that was the main pressing. And then was that the blue vinyl one? I think it was just those 3 versions on the very first pressing. And it wasn't long. I know they sold out real fast. So I would say fastest, I'm pretty, off the top of my head, I would have to say those are the first 3. Those are the 3 that come to my mind. Kind of give you a fucking 3-for-1 answer there, brah. See if the fucking wife comes and interrupts the video. I hear the garage door opener. She's coming back in groceries, and see if she walks in and interrupts the videos. See if I'm fucking predict it. Devils will be laughing her ass off. I'll keep it on fucking. Well, I don't. You know I don't like the shit, so don't even know how to. So, from Life Eternal, I have a firm hunch you would hate Alcest. Maybe. Yeah. I honestly don't know who they are. All this talk of Dahmer reminds me of how my mom personally knew John Wayne Gacy. Oh, really? That's kind of, I don't know if I want to use the word cool, but neat. Do you have any stories of close encounters with criminals? Okay, I got kind of a story for you, a little bit. I don't know if it, yeah, I mean, I guess it'd make him, I guess it'd make him a criminal, right? So the first person I ever met at shows, I said this in a prior video, and I was like, maybe I'll say it for another story. So this is kind of a perfect introduction. No serial killers or nothing like that. Never met any of them. But the first person I met at shows was this fucking douche, fucking canoe, fucking Ralph Greaves. Also, Raphael Greaves called himself Ray Greaves. I don't know how the fuck you get the name Ray from that. Anyways, when you first met him, so I was 13. I think he was wearing a mortician hacked up for barbecue shirt. And, I'm a kid, so we're just going to the talk. And they seemed fine at the time. It took about a year or two where I fucking started to realize this guy's kind of a knob and kind of a weirdo, right? Anyways, got to shows, and more time goes by. Now as I'm becoming an adult, I'm like, I don't like this motherfucker. He's a fucking idiot for one, and he was highly racist and just ignorant about it, just stupid, and just stupid in a lot of other ways too. I just don't like this person, but I'll be nice, play face, and just not going to go on my way of talking to him. And then he would kind of order from us too as years went by. As he wasn't seeing us, he wasn't really going to shows much. I never stopped going to shows. I was always going to shows. Haven't seen him in a while, but he would like place orders here and there. But kind of like he would call up, and sometimes Reaper would be in the phone service, and he would never like mention like that he knows us. Just kind of a weirdo, or whatever. Just weird all the way around. And I remember he joined that fucking band with fucking Joe, Weirdo Joe from fucking here in Cleveland. What's the Satanicon? Joined that band. And I never seen the live video clips. So I guess he was saying stupid, silly shit in that, which is like, yeah, that sounds like Ralph. Anyways, it was a few years ago. It was, I believe it was Reaper that texted me. He killed his girlfriend and then killed himself. And I'm kind of like, yeah, well, sucks for her or whatever, but kind of glad he's gone because, quite frankly, I'm not surprised he did that because, quite frankly, I thought the guy was kind of a fucking piece of shit. So at the time I knew him, I wouldn't have considered him a criminal, but he died one, right? He fucking killed his fucking girlfriend. I mean, it's like, what did you kill your girlfriend for, dude? I mean, even if she fucking cheated on you, you just really need to fucking kill her? You know what I mean? So, at least one POS fucking left the fucking planet because it seems like the assholes of these days live for motherfucking ever. You guys ever notice that? Assholes live forever, only the good die young? I sure fuck noticed it. Ragnar O'Dalley, probably saying that, totally butchering that. He's asking when status of Last Days of Humanity LP is. I think it seems like I've been answering this all the time. It's on the way, brah. Set press, who knows? Pressing plants suck shit. Their turnaround times a year. They come in when they come in. Believe me, I'm just as pumped, but yeah, I don't have an exact date or nothing like that. And God fucking damn it. Abhorrent Spawn 666. I want to say Back on Cracks just reissued a bunch of Beloved Creation albums on vinyl. Hey, that's cool. Hopefully they don't have fuzzy fucking covers like they did a lot in the back in the day. And hopefully they come in, and if they're really nice or whatever, I'll pick some of them up. J104, J-dawg, what are, in your opinion, the best metal reunion comeback records? Love the videos. Keep it up, Hells. That's a fucking really good question because comeback albums, generally we're back. It's never good, right? But I guess traditionally, some of you would bring up that people are like, oh, that's not a comeback album. In my opinion, it kind of is. For me, kind of like I said earlier, Profanatus album, that's my favorite thing by Profanatica. I like that more than all the demos and 7-inch. I know the real old heads, fuck the demos and shit, smoke it. That's fine. That's cool, whatever. I'm just saying I like the album better. That's all. I just enjoyed the songs more. I thought they were more catchy, memorable, etc. I understand the 7-inch demos, original as fuck, first time, Cavaled as fuck. I get all that. It's cool. I got the end of Virtue LP, blah, blah. Don't worry, not dogging it. But that was a comeback because Profanatica was gone for years. So that was her comeback release, first debut. So I'd say that. A band nobody else brings up too, because we've been around for 40 years. No, you haven't. Misfits, American Psycho. Because, I mean, American Psycho, if I'm not mistaken, was 1997. And the last album they did was Walk Among Us, and that's 84. That's a 13-year gap, homie. I don't know what fucking math you're fucking doing. But, yeah, that's 13 years. You guys were gone. That's a comeback album. I thought I'd like that. Like, yeah, American Psycho a lot. Because, yeah, most of the shit, man, when a band breaks up and comes back, it either 90% of the time fucking sucks, or B, it's like, it's okay. For example, I didn't like it at first. I do like it now, but I would consider the best at all. Suffocation broke up after Despise the Song. They came out back and did Souls to Deny. I do like it now. It's a pretty good record, but it's not great. Let's call it like it is. It's no Human Waste. It's no Effigy of the Forgotten. It's not fucking awesome. At least what I do like about it is I do enjoy it song wise, and at least sounds like Suffocation. Okay, yeah, that's Frank Mullen singing. This is Suffocation. As some bands, they come back here. What the fuck was this for? Like, you don't even sound anything nowhere even close to what you fucking guys used to sound like. Just at that point, just start a new band. Like, who's a big offender of that? There's somebody that tipped my fucking tongue. I'm gonna be kicking myself once I fucking sign off this video. God damn it was them. And there's multiples. That's why why am I drawing a fucking blank? But a band that, like, gone for 10 years, we're back, and come back and you're like, not only is this fucking suck, but it doesn't even sound remotely close to what you guys used to sound like. It's one thing if it's just like, I don't really like it. For example, like, what I really liked was the Venom Cast in Stone. That was kind of like a comeback album with the original lineup, right? The three original members. I fucking love that disc. I'm sure there's some old heads that are like, I don't really like this, but I'm like, at least it's fucking Kronos and shit like that. It's not like, God damn, who is it? There's somebody that tipped my fucking tongue. They come back and I'm like, dude, if somebody didn't tell me this was so-and-so, I would have no fucking clue. I would never guess in a million. It doesn't sound anything like, just start a new band. This is not even remotely close to what the fuck you guys were prior. So favorite ones, though, I'd have to say probably off the top of my head, Profanatica and Misfits. It's funny because, like, nobody will bring them up because I don't think anyone thinks of either one of those as being a comeback band at any point. But in my mind, they are. And if you could justify why they're not, put it in the fucking comments. Well, you'd have to have a pretty goddamn good reason why not. That's comeback in my opinion, brah. From Ricky J, what are some albums this year you are looking forward to hearing? Nothing that's announced coming out that I'm looking forward to. I mean, I'm definitely, like I said it a million times, where the fuck is that new King Diamond album? Definitely will look forward to hearing that. When Deicide says they're doing a new album, I will definitely, like, 100% definitely look forward to hearing that. I'm still looking. I am looking forward. I want to hear the new Immolation. Again, people are like, well, just YouTube it. I don't like. I'm old school like that, guys. When it's stuff like, if it's a new band, like, hey, check this out. This is our demo stuff. I don't mind doing that. When it's a band like Cannibal Corpse, what I do now, I don't. I want to hear it. Like, to me, it's more authentic. I want to hear a physical copy on a fucking stereo, or at the very least in my car. I just don't want to hear a thing with earbuds in on a fucking. It just feels like blasphemy to me. That's, you know what I mean. Or it's just, I just can't do it. You know what I mean. So Immolation, me growing up on them, loving Here and After. I remember, Failures for God was newish when I got it. That's the tour I saw them. Remember when Close to a World Below came out, picked that up. Remember, what can I remember fucking about the album after? Close to a World Below, picked that up. Meeting went to the tour. The album after that, the big fucking Shadow of the Cross. What the fuck's that called? Drawing a blank. But I remember that came out, and others, and it's just like, I picked them up and went to the tour. So it's kind of like new Immolation. I kind of want to either actually, I think Hell's has got them on the way. I'll pick it up there, or I'll find a rare color online for a vinyl or whatever. I'll buy it, and then I'll listen to it. I don't want to look it up on YouTube. If I got to know the songs, they're great, and I want to listen to songs in the gym, fine. But for a first time listen, I want to give it a good, true, honest listen. So yeah, I would say as far as what's out that I haven't heard yet, the new Immolation. Goddamn questions. From Gutter Christ. He's got three fucking questions. I'll try to keep going. Morning, brah. Triple threat, triple threat Sunday. Here we go. All right. Your thoughts on supersets in place of a 30-minute cardio session on the stair climber? I'm in the midst of changing some things up and would love your thoughts. I personally wouldn't do it because the problem is if you're going to do a lot of supersets with resistance training, it's going to tap into your recovery for your normal training. You know what I mean? So, well, unless you're just turning all your training into that, but you're going to be using much lighter weights. I mean, the best way is to keep your cardiovascular system up through cardio because you're training your cardiovascular system through that, and resistance training just trying to use as heavy weights as possible for an acceptable rep range. And if you're to do both, let's say, okay, I'm going to do my regular strength training, weight training, whatever the hell you want to call it, with my normal weights, and then I'm going to do a session of just a shitload of supersets with weights. The problem you're going to run into that is, again, the recovery. And I can guarantee you're probably going to get a lot of inflammation in your joints and shit. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. Now, if you're just doing it for like a couple weeks because you're bored as fuck with what you're doing, you want to switch it up, or maybe you're in a time pitch, you got some things coming up, and you just want to do it for to save time and to be more efficient, then go ahead. But I wouldn't do it long term, personally. Also, what's your favorite Schwarzenegger movie? The First Predator. I'd have to save that. What's your favorite meal and sweet treat to indulge yourself when you're allowing yourself to have a fuck off Friday cheat meal or some shit? My favorite is definitely pizza. Pizza's my favorite food. And then if you guys have the Cheesecake Factory, my favorite thing, as far as desserts, something like that, is called the Oreo Extreme Cheesecake. That would be it. So pizza and a slice of that would be that. That would be probably like if I was going to the electric chair tomorrow. It would be if I was going to the electric chair tomorrow. My meal right now, what I would have, my last meal, I would get an appetizer, an order of mozzarella sticks with marinara sauce, a pizza from a place probably from my favorite pizza place here is probably called Janino's Pizza. I'd get probably a large pizza from there, and then I'd get a slice of Oreo cheesecake. Then I'd go to the electric chair tomorrow morning. That is probably what my last meal would be if I had a choice. For mushroom leg, this was an interesting one. Thought it was kind of interesting, different too. Jabra, since we are roughly the same age, what kind of TV shows did you love growing up? Did you get down with Nickelodeon, Ren and Stimpy, and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Seinfeld is also a top fave show of mine, as is Magnum PI. Also, as much as I love them, I don't think Mortician had been bootleg. Take care. Well, Mortician actually has been bootlegged. Actually, too. There's a split 7-inch with Immolation. That's a bootleg, and then I think it's the same set, but it's a 7-inch picture disc, one-sided, very, very, very hard to get. I have both. I'll show them on camera one day. That 7-inch, it's stupid too. The cover on it, it's like this alien-looking head, has nothing to do with Mortician. It's like a one-sided 7-inch. It's a 7-inch picture disc, but you can tell it's made in Mexico or somewhere because the quality's not great. But I own them, so they technically have. But there's not like a 12-inch bootleg of like, let's say, an entire Mortician live set. But technically, Mortician has been bootleg, those two 7-inches, and I own them both. As far as shows I grew up on. So as a kid, like I loved the X-Men cartoon from the 90s. So X-Men, that was my favorite. It was kind of going out of phase, and it was Eric's thing, but I liked that too. Was the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing that up? When we were young. That everybody watching Simpsons was always a show that watched. My two favorite shows probably to this date, and it's kind of like because I remember like my parents watching and older brothers, but I actually have all the DVDs of every season to this date. Is Married with Children and Tales from the Crypt. Those are probably my two favorite shows of all time. And I remember seeing those very, very young, but I mean, especially as I became a teenager, then when I could kind of understand the stuff. But when I say very young, I remember like my dad and stuff watching like Married with Children and shit. And even like Tales from the Crypt. I remember my older brother, the one that left the tapes behind, him watching it like whatever came out once a week Friday night. You're talking about like I'm like 5 years old this time seeing this shit. So didn't fully understand or whatever. Thought Tales from the Crypt, the intro was always awesome and spooky. So like that. And then when I became like 18, 19, 20 and shit, moved out at 20, shit to watch because I don't really watch TV. You know what I mean? I'd only watch like stuff that I liked. I went out and bought all the DVDs. Like went up to Best Buy and bought them and have them to this day. So that's kind of what I grew up on. Frasier, Dawson. I like Macabre. Would your wife do the podcast with you on YouTube? We'll see. Probably not. You'll see. Because you gotta remember, like, her asking me questions or something, she's gonna feel probably kind of like awkward because it's kind of like, I mean, see and talk to each other every day, you know what I mean? So me, I'm just an everyday person, or you know what I mean? I'm like, she's every day. That's why, you know. So it's not like you guys like asking me questions stuff like that and find it fun to listen to me. To me, it's kind of like, what the fuck? I'm gonna sit there and like listen to and talk to this guy. Like I could do that at any time, right? I'm assuming that'd be your opinion. Layla Lover 90, what are your favorite 7-inch picture discs? Oh, that's fucking good one. Because 7-inch picture discs are fucking badass as hell. My favorite ones. I mean, Unslaughter's got some really cool ones, right? Favorite 7-inch picture disc. Who is the one that I really, really like? Drawing a blank. I don't think Exhumed has any 7-inch picture discs, do they? I showed them. Hemorrhage, do they have any 7-inch picture discs? Don't think so. Destroyer 666, no. No 7-inch picture discs that I know of. But probably, yeah, probably one of the Nunslaughters. You know what I mean? Whether it be the Nunslaughter Hemorrhage or both Guts of Christ. I like those. I really like the first Nuns. Maybe nostalgic value. My favorite 7-inch pictures might be the Nunslaughter Guts of Christ 7-inch that we did with the original green cover, because that was, I think that's the first 7-inch pictures Hell's ever pressed. Still on it to this day. And it was the all green cover, not the naked Don Dick cover. It was like the drawing cover, and the cover's like green. And it's, you know, like it's the Guts of Christ titles pouring out of like the insides of Jesus. We only pressed 100 of those back in the day. So kind of like nostalgic, kind of like value, super limited, hard as fuck to get, and like just memory lane in a sense. So probably that if I had to pick off the top of my head. If I had to pick one, my favorite for that reason, but it's kind of got like, you know, personal touch to it. The very first Nunslaughter Guts of Christ, because we have an which I have as well, the Nunslaughter Guts of Christ. Picture this with the Naked Don cover that exists too, but that came out a few years later. Joseph Madonna, maybe you already did, but could you show some of your Cannibal Corpse bootlegs? I never did yet, but I will. Yeah, I definitely will. I'll show you them all. No problem on that, bro. I got to do that one. I was going to do a Slayer one. Got some more 7-inches to show you guys, etc., etc. So I definitely will. The reason what I do is I kind of save those videos when I have a little bit more time, because I pretty much record all the videos for the week in 1 to 2 days. And those ones a little bit more. So the times I've been recording, like for example, when I did the Zoom and stuff, when I was like, all right, I got about 5 to 6 videos in the oven. I'm good. I got an extra day. That way, in case that video takes a little long, so I got to kind of like dig the stuff out and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I got to put away. You know what I mean? So it's just a little bit more time consuming. I want to make sure I was like, all right, well, I'm good on videos anyways. That way, this will be another one. But if I'm down to like my last video or so, I was like, it's tough shit. I got to do fucking comments and answer questions shit because they're easy. It's quick. You know what I mean? I get more because, again, it wouldn't be a big deal if I was one of those fucking half-ass channels like, I do a video when I do a video. I do one video a week. Maybe a couple this week. Yeah, for that half-ass shit, I could do all the fucking, no problem. Like, yeah, it takes me 2 hours to edit a video. It's like, well, yeah, of course you don't care because you fucking do one video a week. Do a video every day because I think that's kind of what's cool. Like, it's the fucking devils coming together, chatting, and fucking. This is your guys' morning time. It's a lot of you. It seems like you look forward to fucking these every morning. So I want to keep them for you every day. If it's elaborate shit, there's no way in fuck. If I'm sitting there editing 2 hours, fuck at this point now, this will be my full time job. And I fucking silly ass YouTube ad revenue. I mean, what are they gonna pay me? Fucking 50 cents a video? I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be making shit off this fucking channel. At least I don't think so. We'll find out. If I'm making thousands of $1 million, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is great. But I'm not expecting that, and I highly doubt that's gonna be the case. So this is just a fucking side gig that I do literally for fun. And so I can't be dicking around spending too much fucking time. But I will definitely do this. Like, Slayer's been on the back of my mind because somebody asked. Cannibal Corpse has been on my back of my mind because it's just my fucking favorite band. And a few others. Definitely some 7-inch I want to show. And some memory lane on some Hell's release and shit show. Others I definitely will. But again, I just gotta do this because these are quicker and it gives you a nice fucking, gives me a nice archive of videos of fucking beef things up as far as volume of videos I have at hand. So it's just easy. Okay, I got a video for tomorrow. The next day sounds like I'm not going to be able to record a video for another 3-4 days. Just don't have time. No problem. I've got the next 3-4 days covered, right? So that's kind of how I do that. And that's the last goddamn question on here, comment. Last devil on here. So we'll cut that off here. Like I said, there's only 44 comments on this one. 822 views. So it's funny because some, like the one video I did a couple days ago or whatever, it had like 636 views, but it had like 120 comments. I'm like, holy fuck. But like I said, this one has like 200 more views, but like less than half the comments. So I don't know, whatever. I guess certain topics you guys have shit to say about, certain ones you don't. It's understandable in the same fucking way. So cut it off here. Keep the goddamn fucking comments coming. And the questions, the whole bitch, you know how the fucking goes. And I'll see you fucking devils at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Later.